What is up, Wanderers? It's another day, another install. Today we are installing the all-new Allpro Expedition 2.0 Leafs in the Tacoma. Today is day one of suspension revamp. We're changing out coilovers. Rear is going to get a relocation tomorrow, so we were doing our due diligence and replacing the leafs in the rear. So we're going to show you how you can replace the rear leaf springs on your Tacoma or on your truck at home.
Like 41 and a half. Yeah, ballpark 41 and a half.
These are for the old beavers. We'll measure after we're done. All right, truck is all jacked up off the ground. First step is to get these wheels off, and then we will install or take off the old beavers. Put the new beavers in. All right, first step is to get the U-bolt flip kit off. And there's 4 19mm bolts there, so we're gonna just take those off first. Go for it. All right, we got 2 of those guys off. Now we're gonna compress the axle so it is not gonna droop down super far and bind the other side there. All right, to get these leaves off, there's gonna be a 19mm on both sides here, and we're gonna start at the front and get those guys off and then show you what it looks like. All right, we've got the bolts out on this side. It's a little harder because you've got your exhaust on this side, so take your time with that, but we've got that 19mm bolt out. Next up, we're gonna take out the brake line that's connected to the beaver springs. All right, now that we have the front shackle off, we're gonna get the rear shackle off. And we've got these hammer hangers here. So we're gonna take the bottom one off first, and then we'll take the top one off when we get the whole leaf spring out of here. Now, when getting your old leaf springs out of the truck, you'll definitely want an extra hand for this because they aren't light, especially if you got heavy duty springs like us here. So take your time and turn it to the side to get those leaves out. We are reusing our shackle here, so make sure that you guys take that off to install on your new leaves. All right, now that we've got the leaf spring out, should we just 3-link it?
I mean, might as well. It wouldn't be too hard. I mean, we are already halfway done.
Just kidding. We're gonna get the Allpro leaf bushings in, and then we're gonna put it in. All right, so with Allpro's leaf springs, we're gonna install the trail gear bushings. All you're gonna do is hammer in one side, like Keith's gonna demonstrate here. Then we're gonna flop it to the other side. We're gonna install that other bushing on the other side. And then we're gonna install the spacer for the bolt. And you're just gonna repeat that task 4 times. All right, we're gonna reinstall our shackle here. Make sure that you guys have the correct orientation. It's gonna go down, and these have a Zerk fitting on them, so the Zerk fitting is going to be towards me. You guys are gonna torque this to your required torque specs, and we'll install this leaf pack. Same thing goes for when you're installing the new leaf pack. You'll definitely want a buddy's hand to help install those leaves into your truck there. Like we did, we turned it to the side to get it in, and then we placed that front in first, and then we went for the rear to install the bolts. All right, we thought we could get away without taking these shock bolts out, but we can't, so we're gonna release the shock bolts so we can get this hanger guy in. All right, we're getting to the final assembly on these leaf springs and on the U-bolt flip kit. We're going to blue Loctite them so these guys don't come off. And then we are going to torque them to the recommended torque specs. Get these all dialed in. All right, once you guys are done with one side of the leaves, you're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. Go ahead and take that off. We're on the ground. Leaves are in. Keith's gonna measure. Obviously they're gonna have to settle, but we'll see if there's any change.
Looks like 42.5, so about an inch.
So about an inch higher in the rear. With the reload, it might even be more with the new shock, but we'll find out. All right, well there you guys have it on the install of the Allpro leaf springs. Special thanks to Keith here.
No problem.
Helping me out. And yeah, hopefully you guys like that step by step how to change your leaf springs out at home. Like I said earlier, do this at your own risk, and we are not liable for any of your pain, troubles, or anything there.
OSHA was not here. Okay.
OSHA was not here, so stay tuned. Next video, we're gonna do the relocation. Front's getting some new shocks too, so stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.